Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. This is Tommy the Tarot Reader and I am now doing a reading for Scorpio for March. So, I am looking at the planets today and we have 5 planets in a fixed sign. Mars, Venus in Aquarius, Jupiter, Uranus in Taurus, and where's Pluto? Wow, Pluto is also in Aquarius. Oh my goodness, look at all that Aquarius. Pluto, Venus, Mars. Okay, when I do the Aquarius reading, this is going to be interesting because Aquarians are so magnetic right now, off the charts magnetic. Or the energy might be too much for Aquarians. Anyway, we're on Scorpio, and so you have some squares to these Aquarian planets. Sun in Scorpio, squaring Venus, Mars, and Pluto. So what that means is, okay, Sun in Scorpio, even Mercury or Venus in Scorpio squaring those 3 planets. You're not sure about, okay, with the Venus and Scorpio squaring Mars, Pluto, and Venus right now, opposite Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus, you're not sure about your love life. You're not sure if the person you're with is the person you're supposed to be with. You doubt your decisions regarding love and how you're picking partners. You're kind of all over the place with that. Scorpio, you're not confident with that. If you're not confused, it's all really blurry to you and you don't know if you should be dating. If you're actually with someone and you find yourself pretty insecure in that relationship, and so you bring up a lot of your insecurities to your partner right now and you need a lot of reassurance and coddling, that's going to turn the other person off. Because you seem very uncertain right now in terms of love. It could even be, whether or not you're sexy or whether or not you're performing okay in bed, or you're doing your job well, or you're running the company well. Like there's all these questions about your ability and competence and your worth, or if you are lovable. So if you have a Venus in Sagittarius, it won't be so bad because it's a sextile to the Aquarius, Pluto, Mars, and Venus. It won't, what I just said, it won't be so bad. But if you have a Venus in Aquarius, it squares Neptune, Sun, Saturn, and Mercury in Pisces. Even then, you have some doubt with the Venus. What did it say, Sagittarius? Yeah. So you feel charming, you feel great. On the surface, you look amazing. And you can pull that off, but underneath, there's so much that you need to talk through. You need to actually sit with someone and talk it all through. Because I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, you shouldn't hold onto that and just really bubble up and get kind of volcanic inside. That's not good for you, okay? That's not good for your health at all. So you do need to talk to someone. And Mercury in Scorpio, same thing. You're not communicating very strongly right now in March either. unless you have Mercury in Sagittarius, it won't be so bad, but there's still that self-doubt. Whatever is residual, Scorpio, that you need to talk through, because the energies planetary wise is very intense, very, very intense, and it's gonna feel intense. There's a lot of squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conjunctions. It's intense, and you want to be able to harness that intensity and make it useful for you, instead of you experiencing a lot of insecurity, uncertainty, and self-doubt, and feeling, really invisible and unlovable and all that. You really need to talk to someone. If you have a Scorpio rising, you have 1, 3. You might have Pluto in your 3rd house. So, yeah, 1, 3rd to 4th house. So there's some intense stuff going on at home, where if you're feeling insecure at home, and whoever you're living with, they're getting kind of the brunt of it, where you want them to show you more love, and you need a lot of reassurance from them. If it's your kids, they're getting it too. Like, oh, am I a good mother? Am I a good father? Am I a good parent? Or am I a good sister? Like, you really need a lot of reassurance if you're a Scorpio rising. Or you're probably very talkative, which isn't a bad thing, but if you're talkative because you're trying to pull reassurance from someone, it's not a good thing. Like, you have unspoken expectations. These expectations are not good for you. So let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4th house. There's a lot of activity in your 4th house. The advice here, based on the astrology I'm looking at, this is the chart. I'm looking at the chart. And I would suggest not to bring drama at home. You got to be more sensitive and considerate of the people you live with. And the 5th house has a few planets in it. And so if I were you, I would probably plan to go on some kind of retreat, or somewhere where you can hide out and figure out how you're feeling, because there's so much going on in you. You can't turn to the people. I'm only saying that because they could be burdened emotionally by you. I know it's pretty harsh, but that's what, if you're a Scorpio rising, you're kind of burdening the people around you, because you're not feeling so great about yourself. So March, I would say, go on a retreat. Go find yourself somewhere. There's a lot of fun retreats. I mean, if you can afford it. See, that's the other problem. I don't know if some of you has money problems, but that's kind of what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uranus in your 7th house with Jupiter in the 7th house, you're probably feeling charismatic with dating. And okay. And Uranus, if you're in a relationship right now, you're probably getting restless, bored. So it starts to look like you need to find yourself, and you're going to break off the relationship because you need to go find yourself. That's what the Uranus in the 7th house looks like. And the Jupiter in the 7th house is telling you that there are other opportunities out there for you. What if it's other people? It doesn't have to be, but chances are it might be, because you've gotten bored with the person you're with. Yeah. You have. I stand by that. I know, right? It happens. It doesn't make you a bad person. It's better that you're honest with your partner and tell them that you're in this space, and save them the grief of living with you. When you're needing to go and discover yourself, figure yourself out, work through any issues you have about yourself, save your partner the trouble. You know, go and find yourself. Go and check out the world again. Go and have fun. It's better for you to have fun than to mope about all your inadequacies. Okay? Now let's pull the cards. Yeah, the 6th and 7th house, you're going to feel it because you're going to look to people for validation, and it's not a good idea for you to do that. It really is not a good idea. It's not a good look for you. 4 of Cups. I'm doing the Celtic cross. 4 of Cups here with Cancer. Lord of blended pleasure. After everything I've said with the 4 of Cups, right now, you're feeling like you just want to go have fun and indulge, almost like escape. So some of you, I don't know how you escape, if you are using any substances or shopping or travel, or however you escape, as long as it's, not hurting you, go for it, but you are wanting to escape the situation you are in now. And if they're not giving you what you want, you do want to escape it. You need to really get to, let's say the King of Wands is crossing this. So if you're not getting your needs met, especially if you're not getting your physical needs met, and if you're not getting your love needs met, you're wanting out. You've probably been wanting out for a year now. If this relationship isn't giving you what you want, because you're finding out that you actually need a lot more than what you portray. You portrayed to be someone that, you're okay, you don't need much, but you also stayed quiet about it. You kind of went to see how it goes. Princess of Swords. If you have a daughter, if you have a child, you're not going to leave this relationship because there's a child. You're very close to your child if you have one. If you have a daughter, especially. But, you're kind of wondering if you've been a good person for your daughter. And I think you have. You've been a good provider. If you have a family, you've worked really hard. You have. That's what the 8 of Pentacles is telling me. You've worked really hard. So let me pull some more cards. And yeah, Ace of Swords. It's really good for you to be really truthful with yourself and everyone around you. They will respect you and appreciate you. Even if you said, I need so much attention right now, it's kind of unreasonable to ask for it, but if you were to say that you really do, that would make you a much stronger person. The foolish man is the fool. Have fun. You're going to have fun in the future. You're going to be more honest with yourself and what you need. And you're not going to hide and pretend you don't, you're going to pretend like everything's great when it isn't. You need to be honest with the people around you. They need to hear how you're feeling. Don't hide that. Because you've given so much to them. They want to know how you are. They want to see that you are not just moping around and... The universe. You want to end a part of your life. I said earlier, with that Uranus in your 7th house, you really want to end something because you want to experience your freedom. You've been thinking about this for a while. So if you want to end a relationship, you want to end a dating relationship, you want to move out, you want to live more frugally, there's something you want to change drastically, and you're having a hard time with it because, there's people relying on you. There's people who might get hurt if you leave. But with this card in this position, you're really having a hard time with making a decision that will make you feel better about yourself. But you've been thinking about making this decision for a while. And you're afraid that if you make this decision with the 5 of Cups in this position, you're going to lose the people you love. And if you're a Scorpio that is already having an affair, you could possibly lose them. Now, I said affair because the Fool is here. If you're already having fun, you know, and you get caught, yeah, and they find out that you've been lying, yeah, you could lose them. The best thing for you to do is to be honest. You know, don't be deceitful. The Six of Pentacles is here. You're afraid of, if you were honest, you would lose money. It's better to be honest. I mean, if you're the kind of Scorpio that's relying on your partner to provide for you, you need to start taking care of yourself. Because, you know, the Six of Pentacles in that position says, like, you know, you've been pretty good at having others take care of you, possibly. But the Knight of Pentacles as the outcome is saying you really need to take care of yourself. If you are taking off and wanting freedom, the way for you to get through this is to build your skills, go back to school, talk to someone about how bad you're feeling about yourself. But you got to pick up. You got to, like, you can't, okay, I'm going to say it. You can't be complaining and moaning and be mopey and expecting everyone to emotionally take care of you, because they're not going to want to do that. You know, because the King of Wands is getting sapped. Your future looks good. You just got to pull out of this headspace you're in, that if you decide to make a big decision for yourself that you're going to lose people, the cards are saying it's better for you to be honest, and that you might have to start over eventually at the end of the reading. The outcome is maybe you might have to start over with the Knight of Pentacles. You probably, the other thing that I picked up on that is that you might have a child with someone else, that someone's pregnant, because an affair is kind of, I'm picking up an affair here. Yeah, I feel like if the affair is having a child, the affair, it's because it wasn't planned. And of course you're gonna, you know, with the life you already have, yeah, the Tower is at the bottom of the deck. The life you already have, yeah, you're gonna have to figure it out, because you've made certain decisions, and now you have to, with the Ace of Swords is saying, you gotta figure it out. You got to be a little airy with it. According to this Fool card, the spirit of ether is the foolish man. It is a foolish man, though, in this deck. Because it's the Fool. Don't make any foolish decisions. If you've already made it and you have to face the consequences, you will. You're just going to face the how other people feel about it. I mean, they're going to feel a certain way about it. You have no control over that. So I'm going to clarify the Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? It's a Cancer card. It's the basis. Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups. You're in love. I feel like you're in love with someone younger. Affair is really coming at me, and that's having an affair with someone much younger than you, who really seems to pay a lot of attention to you and gives you all that physical and fulfilling your physical and emotional needs. You know, like you're feeling like the King of Wands. Yeah. Or there is something here that is just, you're not gonna, it's a secret. The Four of Cups is right there. It's a secret. This is a secret, but it makes you feel so good. But it also makes you feel guilty. Oh my God, look at that. That's hysterical. The King of Wands on top of the King of Wands. That is wild. Yeah, you're a person on fire. You're like, you can't hold back. There is something or someone that has your passion roaring. The King of Wands on top of the King of Wands? Come on. Yeah. Scorpio. What's going on? Yeah. Are you in love with the Princess of Swords or the Knight of Cups? It's one of these. Oh my God, the Queen of Swords on top of the Princess of Swords. If this is the person you're having an affair with, they have a child. They have a daughter. They're younger than you. It's an air sign. They're successful. If they have made up their mind that you're the one they want to be with, nothing's going to stop them. And you love that. You love that. It makes you feel like you're on top of the mountain. It makes you feel so adored. The Ace of Cups. Oh my God, you are in love. Who are you in love with? You got the Ace of Swords here and the Ace of Cups. You are in love. You are in love, Scorpio. Are you in love? I said affair, didn't I? Because the Five of Cups is here. The Ace of Pentacles, what? You got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, one after another. You got the King of Wands and the King of Wands, one right after another. Queen of Swords, the Princess of Swords. Wow, you're in love. And you have a lot of wealth. You got the Ace, you got three aces. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, on top of the Ace of Cups. Okay, you're doing really great this March. As a matter of fact, I think what the reading is now telling me, if there is someone you are in love with, if it is not your spouse, you're staying very quiet about it. But there's a lot of love and a lot of wealth around you. An incredible amount of, and you are so, and I said earlier what the planets have indicated, but there's a lot of relationships here. And I think what the planets are indicating is there's a potential down the road for your life to explode, like really big. And you have a lot of wanting a lot of reassurance. If this is family, if you want to start a family with someone else, you know. But you're seeing a different life for yourself than when you have another queen here. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So there appears to be the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign that you might be trying to walk away from, with the Three of Pentacles over the Five of Cups. That, you know, if you are divorcing, you know how that goes. And the Judgment card with the Six of Pentacles is yeah, you're going to have to pay for your decisions. But you're okay because you got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. As much as you don't want to hurt someone, but this is not going to apply to some of you. This is going to apply to a few of you that if you don't resonate with this reading already, you should click off, because this is for a specific Scorpio that is wanting to start a life over. They have everything with this person that they want to start a life over with. The Moon. There's someone you've fallen in love with. Now, I said earlier, it might be someone who already has a child. But when you're with this person, you are very passionate. You love life. You just feel amazing. And you have a lot of fun. And you are really considering starting all over and having a family with this person. But you have to figure out what you're going to do with the current family or the current relationship you're in. There's going to be some negotiations, obviously, if you are going to separate and divorce. You're going to feel like you're going to feel guilty, and Down the road, you're going to wonder if you made the right decision. Down the road, like next year, if you actually decide to divorce, you're going to wonder if you made the right decision. So what I'm going to tell you this March, Scorpio, be honest, because you have the Ace of Swords here, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Just be honest and be loving, but be considerate. Be considerate to those around, to family, loved ones. Be considerate to them, that you're not burdening them with any of your stuff. You need to talk to someone about your stuff so that you can process everything before you make a final decision. If it is because you want to separate because you fell in love with someone else. I do think it's you. I don't think it's your partner that's leaving you. It could be too, like your partner's leaving you. I mean, the other situation is it could be your partner that has fallen out of love and has fallen in love with someone else. And so you have to try to figure out how to move forward. But you're very, very successful already, Scorpio. But the Fool here is someone has already started to make some impulsive decisions regarding, I just want to have more fun. I want to be with someone different. I want variety in my life. I want to be free to do whatever I want in my life. Someone is doing that, and they've been doing that, but they haven't, maybe they've already put it on the table, and you're both looking at it and trying to figure out how to move forward. It doesn't feel fair. If you have kids, it doesn't feel fair, but and you're going to wonder down the road if you made the right decision, because you really truly love them. Yeah, you could still stay together. It's just that you truly, truly love them. It looks really great. But with the Five of Cups here, with the Three of Pentacles on top of it, with the Six of Pentacles, with the Judgment, and the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, it looks like there's other people involved here with the King of Wands twice. There's other people here. And my eye keeps going to the Five of Cups. So in March, I would say, like, really, really be considerate to the people around you. Don't burden them with so much of your emotional stress. If you have a lot of that, you need to talk to someone professionally, even see a spiritual guide or counselor. And if you're, I don't know, if you have a religious practice, you can go to there for advice. But you do need to talk to someone and not keep turning to these partners that you have here, that one of them is just kind of really fed up with listening to your stuff. The Queen of Pentacles is kind of fed up with it. Kind of fed up with a bunch of things. But you are, you've done really well, Scorpio. This is a reading for a Scorpio that has made a success of him or herself. All right, that's what I got for you, Scorpio. If you like my reading, hit the like button. I'll see you at my next reading. This is Tommy the Tarot Reader, signing out. Bye-bye.